What's up guys, how's it going? Hope you all doing well. So today I'm here to do my top 21 albums of 2021. So yeah, unlike last year how I actually had an order to this year I decided not to bother with trying to put it in the order because that seemed like too much of a headache. So this year I decided just to do it in alphabetical order according by the band name. So that seemed like a better way to keep it organized. So yeah, let's get into it. But first, in the back we got one that didn't make the list but it was close. The new Ghastly record, Mercurial Passages, put out the $20 spin. Like slightly progressive death metal from Finland. Definitely a good release, but I haven't really had a lot of time with it yet, so I didn't really feel like I should put on the list considering. But yeah, obviously a good record, just not the list worthy. So yeah, Alchemy of Flesh, Ageless, Abominations. So these guys are a death metal band from Athens, Georgia, I believe. And to me, this is like early, like Domination through Gateway style Morbid Angel. But I mean, listen to the second song. It's basically Where the Slime Lives. It's played at a different tempo. So if you like that era of Morbid Angel mixed with a little bit of Immolation or Hate Eternal, definitely check this out. So Alchemy of Flesh, Ageless, Abominations. So the next one is band from Finland. We got Cadavic Incubator with their album Nightmare Necropolis. So to me, this is basically like the Yzma demos mixed with Autopsy. So if like Autopsy played Finnish style grindcore, kind of, I guess. But though I say mainly Autopsy because they're more like, they have some of the like doomy or mid-pace stuff that Autopsy has on like Mental Funeral. So if you want something in the vein of Autopsy, it's kind of slightly grindy, check out Cadavic Incubator with Nightmare Necropolis. So next on the list, we got the new cerebral rock record, Excretion of Mortality. So their last record was definitely more my style. Their last record, I'll put up the picture, I don't remember what it's called right now, but their last record definitely sounded a lot like early Autopsy and early Carcass, which this new one, to me, sounds like Disgrace, Grey Misery mixed with the first couple Broken Hope records, so kind of on the more like nastier Finnish or American style. So yeah, their debut I think is still my favorite, but this new one's great too. So cerebral rot, Excretion of Mortality. So this next one's an EP. This is the only EP on my list. All the other albums are full lengths, but this is really impressed me, so I didn't include it. So the Coffin Mulch EP, Septic Funeral. So these guys are from Scotland, not a lot of bands from Scotland. And to me, this sounds like if Autopsy used HM2 pedals, which I've seen a few people say that comparison, and it's definitely appropriate. It sounds a lot like early Autopsy, but if they were Swedish. Or like the first Darkthrone record too, kind of in that style. So yeah, Coffin Mulch, Septic Funeral. So next we got the debut from Dream Unending, Tide Turns Eternal. Band features the drummer of Innumerable Forms and Derek from Tomb Mold. So they're, I guess you could say, a mini supergroup, but it's only 2 guys. So this is like super atmospheric death doom, but it's not really death doom because there's not any of like the faster parts that you would hear in like early My Die Brights, and the more atmospheric early Anathema and Evoken vein, sort of. But I know this put out through $20 spin, so I surely still have copies. So if you like super atmospheric early somewhat death doom, this is a good record. So Dream Unending, Tide Turns Eternal. So next one we got fulci, exhumed-information. So I still think that Tropical Sun is definitely the best record, but this is probably my second favorite. So again, this is kind of on the more brutal side of death metal, but I would not like slam shit, kind of like early Broken Hope in that vein, but more mid-pace because Broken Hope gets faster, which fulci doesn't really get that fast. So kind of on like the more mid-pace side of that style. But yeah, if you like that kind of death metal, check it out. So that's fulci, exhumed-information. So the next one is Halloween's self-titled record. So when it comes to power metal, if I'm in the mood for that, I usually listen to Running Wild or early Blind Guardian, to be honest. But I mean, I like Halloween. I just prefer those other 2 bands to Halloween, honestly. But record really surprised me. It's definitely their best record in a while, so definitely making me want to go back to the other Halloween stuff I'm not super familiar with, so yeah. Halloween self-titled. So the next one is a band I've never seen anybody show on here. It's from the sulphurous depths. So these guys are from Italy, and to me this sounds like Later Dismember mixed with the second Desultory record, also from Sweden. So on the like slightly more melodic, darker death metal side, not full on like In Flames or Dark Tranquility, not that melodic, but on this slightly more melodic, like raw death metal side. So yeah, Hellslave from the sulphurous depths. Then next up we got the new one from Hooded Menace. I've shown this record a couple times, so I'll be brief, but the Tenderest Bell. So like I've said before, my second favorite behind Never Cross the Dead. Probably the most unique sounding record. There's like more traditional heavy metal, and like it's more upbeat than their other stuff, but there still is like heavy doomy parts. So if you want Hooded Menace sounding kind of more upbeat, it's definitely a good record. So I'm curious to see where they go from this record onwards. So yeah, Hooded Menace, Trendiest Bell. So next one, Impaled Nazarene, Eight-Headed Serpent. Definitely my favorite black metal band from Finland, and one of my favorite black metal bands, period. Though I like all their records, to me, of their last 4 records, this is definitely their strongest since Pro Par Finlandia. Though the last song I don't really like, it's kind of like more like a kind of slow, boring instrumental, but all the other songs are great, so yeah. So Impaled Nazarene doing what Impaled Nazarene do, crazy, fast, like punky black metal, so check that out. Eight-Headed Serpent. Next one, Mortiferum, Preserved in Torment. So I never really clicked with their last record for some reason. I've seen a lot of people show it, and I checked it out. It was okay, but the new one really impressed me, so I've been meaning to go back and check out the other one, see if I change my mind, but yeah. Super heavy death doom from, I want to say Portland, but I'm not sure. I think they're signed to Profound Lore, and that's a overseas label, I think, so I may be wrong, but yeah. So if you like heavy death doom, check out Mortiferum, put Evos in Torment. So next one is Ninderskag, The Dream March of Solemn Gods. So this is basically early dissection worship done properly. So the first 2 records, not Rain Chaos Worship, but I don't know where these guys are from. Maybe Sweden? I'm assuming so, because they sound like super Swedish. I'll be surprised if they're not, but yeah. If you like early dissection, early sacramentum, check out Ninderskag, The Dream of March of Solemn Gods. So the next one is Odal-welten mutter. So these guys are a Viking metal band from Germany, I believe. This is their 5th full length? Yeah, their 5th. And to me, this sounds like early enslaved, like Frost backwards. The first 2 Borknagar records, and like early Viking era battery, so like Blood, Fire, Death era. Mix that all together and you get this, so yeah. Cool, like mini, like not acoustic, but kind of like those like clean mini passages that you would hear in like a Bathory song, so yeah. If you like the era of Bathory, Enslaved and Borknagar, definitely check out Odal with Welten mutter. Yeah, I'm sure I butchered that. Then the next one, I'm sure a bunch of you can have this on your list, the Panopticon record, and Again Into the Light. Honestly, my second favorite Panopticon record behind Roads to the North, though there could be an argument later on that it's tied for my favorite, but I think this why I like it so much is there's like more death metal influence in this album that you've heard from previous Panopticon records, but there's still some of his like more pretty stuff, but less of the like bluegrass influence in this record. So yeah, definitely one of his strongest. So very much looking forward to what Austin's doing next. So Panopticon and Again Into the Light. Okay, this one we got, I'm just calling it Absu because it is. It's Postscriptum McGovern's Absu with their self-titled record. I mean, it's fucking Absu, let's be real. So basically I was kind of worried. I wasn't like sure if he was gonna change his sound, but no, this is basically continue on where Absu left off, where they broke up. So if you like Absu, definitely there's nothing to worry about. This is definitely a solid record, so looking forward to what is next. So Prescriptum McGovern's Absu with their self-titled record. Then we got rapture-malevolent, demise, incarnation. So these guys are a death thrash band from Greece, and to me they sound like early Demolition Hammer, the first two, not shitty Time Bomb, mixed with the first Malevolent Creation record. So if you like that style of like thrashy death metal or deathy thrash metal, definitely check out Rapture, Malevolent, Demise, Incarnation. And with each record, they've gotten like farther away from thrash and closer to death metal. So I won't be surprised if the next record's full on death metal. So yeah. Next up, we got Stormkeep, Tales of Other Times. So these guys are from Colorado, featuring members of Wayfarer and Blood Incantation. But of any of those projects, this is definitely my favorite album of any of the guys in that scene. So super riffy, slightly atmospheric black metal, but I wouldn't call it full on atmospheric. Just a good riffy black metal with good atmosphere. So yeah, that sounds interesting. Check out Stormkeep, Tales of Other Time. Then next up, another band basically works Supreme Dissection, but I honestly prefer this to the Nino Skaggy record. The new Thulcandra record, A Dying Wish. Probably I was gonna say my favorite by them, but it's hard to beat that debut record for me. So, but this one is close to the debut, but still a little bit behind. But so yeah, and these guys are from Germany, featuring members of Obscure, which the Obscure almost made the list, but if I was doing honorable mentions, that definitely would have made the list, because I haven't really spent enough time with that album, honestly. So yeah. Again, if you like Dissection, which you should, check out Thulcandra, A Dying Wish. So next one, we got vulture-dealin Death. So these guys are a speed / traditional metal band from Germany, and this sounds like early Razor, early Exciter, and early Accept all mixed together, and a little bit of the first Slayer record, just a tiny bit. But if that sounds intriguing, if you like early 80s style speed metal, definitely check out vulture-dealin Death. So next one, we got the new whoredom Rife record, Wings of Wrath. So these guys are from Norway. This is like their 4th or 5th record, I want to say. Kind of in the style of that Stormkeep, I would say. Like, if you know the more like modern bands from Norway, like Celestial Bloodshed and that type of stuff, that's in that vein. So if you want just good modern Norwegian riffy black metal, definitely check out the new whoredom Rife, Wings of Wrath. Our last one, we got the new worm-foreverglade. So their last record was good, but honestly didn't really see the hype. This new record definitely impressed me. Now I definitely get it. This is by far his best record to date. So super gloomy, like atmospheric black death doom, but there's a lot, you can kind of hear a little bit of the black metal influence, because I know their first record's like more on black metal, but this one is definitely on the like more doomy side, which you can still hear a little bit from the debut, but I would say it's closer to like Unholy. Finland's what this reminds me of a lot, like Unholy and like the My Dying Bride demos, maybe with a little bit of like Samael thrown in there for good measure. So yeah, if you like all that kind of like doomy stuff with a little bit of mid-paced black metal, definitely check out Worm-foreverglade. So that's it, top 21 of 2021. So hopefully next year is a better year than this year. So I'm going to MDF next year, so I really hope it doesn't get canceled again. It's been canceled for me once already, so but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, by the way, I'll put a playlist on for Spotify in the description if you guys want to hear some of my picks. So yeah, have a good rest of your day. Peace out, guys. Bye.